Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cornerstone Automotive Arena at the Furniture and Things Community Event Center at Elk River High School for CTN Light production of boys high school hockey. Elks welcoming the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, just an absolutely gorgeous facility here in Elk River for tonight's contest.
Yeah, it's actually my first trip out here, so it is definitely a nice facility, and this should be a good hockey game, Joe. A couple evenly matched squads.
Elks 7-10, Coon Rapids 7-8. So a couple more games under their belt for Elk River. By averages, Coon Rapids scores a few more goals, but also gives up a little bit more. But it's that's pretty close, 3.59 goals against per game to 4.07 per game for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach Gustafson, he said, you know, we have solid goaltending. The biggest issue this season has been putting the puck in the net.
Yeah, they scored just over 2.5 goals per game. Good thought, looking for Barsness at the back door. Pass just out of reach. Coon Rapids able to regroup, get it back to the blue line. Try and get it back in. Elk River not allowing it in deep. Now coming back the other way is Holmes. Chases it down off the end board. Tried to center, went off the back of the net. Barsness turns it up ice for Coon Rapids. Hopped over his stick. Elk's trying to jump on that loose puck. Still bouncing around in the high slot. Nearly a gift for Brady Rush. But Coon Rapids able to wrestle control back away. Barsness dumps it in as they get a line change. Behind the net, Kellen Anderson moves it ahead for Rush down the left wing. Gets to the red line, dumps it in. Elks already on their third shift. Coon Rapids just barely into shift number 2. Rolling the lines quickly and trying to get their speed to keep them down deep. Trenton Thiessen down the wing, jams at it and nearly poked it past Sam Stockman in close. But Stockman able to get the cover, and the faceoff coming up in the Elk River end.
One of the keys for the Cardinals from Coach Rock is that we've got to get guys in the middle. We've got to jam inside and be able to put the puck in the net in front, and we just really have to pressure tonight.
Tip out front, and the net came off. Ref having a word with Sam Swayman. I didn't see the net come off, or Stockman, sorry.
Correct. Stockman with a 5-5 record, a 3.64 goals against, .887 save percentage. Neither goaltender has had a shutout so far this season.
No, Elks, Gavin Greniak has one shutout on the season, but Stockman looking for his first. Turnover in the zone, shot up and over the cage by Braden Hansberger. Elk River regrouping just inside their own blue line. Hansberger near side for Anderson. Anderson will send it in deep. Bresnahan there first. He's pressured along the back board by Sperling, able to fight his way through some pressure. Puck comes free, comes right back to Bresnahan, and now Barsness, and that's going to be offside as Bresnahan got in early.
Coach Gustafson said, you know, one of the things we need to do tonight, too, is keep that top line for Coon Rapids in check. And those are some of the things that they're working on. But their top guys need to produce, and they know that this is going to be a dogfight. And he's concerned that if the Cardinals score 3 goals, they're going to have a tough time tonight.
Well, and Coon Rapids was suffering 2 season-ending injuries in their top 6 forwards.
Yeah, tough ones for
sure.
So
opening up some extra spots, but guys haven't had a chance to adjust to each other. Holmes trying to use speed, can't get around Bresnahan, who introduces him to the ice. That pass off the skate of Espinoza all the way down. Icing waved off. Stockman way out behind. Plays it to Reinert. Reverses behind the net for Kellen Anderson. Anderson will gain speed through neutral. Shot deflected away by Klinsing. Anderson recovers, swept off his stick. Holmes had it poked away. Played out to center by Coon Rapids, but Elk River right back in possession, and they've got to tag up as Holmes was deep in the Coon Rapids end. Cooper Anderson circles in, top of the circle, shot deflected wide into the corner. Anderson again recovers off the board, then lost the handle, now gets it back at the point. Shot off the blocker and up into the netting over the glass for a stoppage.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach Gustafson, Elk River's coach, we said special teams too are going to be really important here tonight. Said their power plays actually suffered, so they've got an opportunity. But they're
well, in Coon Rapids, we talked about it. They have like 15 shorthanded goals this season, but two of their best penalty killers are those season-ending injuries.
Yeah, definitely tough. And Coach Frock did say, he said, these guys are just starting to get used to the different line combinations.
Pass didn't quite click with Hazelwood. Come back to him, tried to leave it there for Barsness. Now comes to Barsness in the slot. Barsness turning up ice. Into the Elk River zone, leaves it off. Hazelwood a snapshot, blocker saved by Stockman, recovered by Bowden on the near board. Bowden will leave it for Bush. Bush tried to play it down low, intercepted by Anderson. He's bumped off of it. Back to Cole Mears, gets it out to center. Bresnahan will carry right back in for the Cardinals. Bresnahan circling the net, bumped to the end board by Anderson, and off the puck. Anderson ties up Bresnahan in the corner, puck underneath him somewhere. Finally kicked free, comes towards the front. It's taken away by Mason Schmidt. Schmidt, long pass ahead, deflected in by Mears. Wraparound goal by Preston Holmes. Holmes able to out-muscle Novak for the puck behind the net. Wrapped it around and caught Wagner napping a little bit. Squeaked it in between the keeper and the post to put Elk River in the lead very early.
Yeah, that was a pretty goal by Elk River. Again, just as you mentioned, just muscle past Novak, and he was able to just wrap that thing in and get it right past Wagner.
Elks win the draw, right back on the attack. Brady Rush had it knocked off his stick by Golan, able to recover. Out to the slot, that's broken up. Back to Reinert at the point. He throws one into the far corner.
That was Holmes' 9th goal of the season.
Thiessen backhands it to center. Alphen down the wing. His shot stopped up by Stockman. This one flipped in deep by Reinert. Cleansing there first for the Cardinals. Thiessen will take a look. Nearly at his pocket pick. Now taken away in the corner by Peterson. Can't get it out to center. Comes free to Thiessen. Thiessen will circle the net. Again, can't get past Peterson, who bumps him off it along the boards. Cleansing a solid hit on the goal scorer Holmes. This one flipped out. It was knocked down, so it comes right in on Stockman anyhow. Trying to catch the Cardinals in that line change. Fired into the far corner by Peterson. Novak sweeps it to center. Played hard across the ice. Poked right back in deep by Cooper Anderson. Bresnahan circles away from the pressure by Babcock. Plays it across. Novak, long pass, too far for Luke Rising, and this will be another icing. Face-off back in the Coon Rapids end with 10:14 on the clock here in the first period.
So far early on, Cardinals out shooting the Elks 4-3, but the Elks hold that 1-0 lead on that nice goal by Holmes.
Bowden will come in to draw against Hensberger, able to win it back to the corner. Bresnahan fires to center, trying to catch Barsness. Barsness got a piece but couldn't control. They tried to spring him on the stretch pass, and it was very nearly successful. Bowden will swing it around behind. Barsness in the corner, sweeps it back to Bresnahan at the point. Shot through traffic, high rebound, swatted at, but missed by Bowden. Gets it back in the corner. Hazelwood avoids some traffic. Back out to the point for Novak. A wrist shot deflected and just wide off the stick of Nolan Hazelwood. Elk River plays it weakly to the blue line. Stepping up is Bresnahan. He's bumped a little bit, coughs it up, able to get it back, play it back in. Bowden out to Novak, but that carried him out to center. He'll have to dump it in. Cardinals will get a line change. A good offensive possession. But they come up empty and continue to trail. Elk River through center, not able to enter cleanly. Thiessen knocked off it at center. Alphin's shot is blocked into the corner. Kicked ahead by Reinert. And here comes Matt Reinert. Reinhardt and Reinert, the two captains for this Elk River team.
You have to make sure you keep them straight.
Not related at all. Not spelled even.
Not spelled correct. The same. Nope.
Not even close. Well, close, I suppose.
Right, but
first 4 letters or so, not necessarily in that order. Icing waved off. It didn't have enough on it anyway. This is Reinhardt playing it around. Chopped at, but held at the line by Bush only momentarily. Bush able to come back and win it away from Reinert and play it in deep where Stockman leaves it for Reinhardt. Ahead for Rush. Rush taken off the puck by Espinoza. Protects the puck against Reinhardt. Gets assistance from Reinert. Reinert plays it off the board out to center where Bresnahan waits. He turns it around. Reinert right back into the Cardinal end. Bresnahan right back out. Reinhardt in. Bresnahan gloves it down and will skate it this time into the Elk River end. Trying to crash. A little shot on, not a lot on it, and Stockman a relatively easy save. Reinhardt trying to bounce it out. Didn't quite make it. Cardinals trying to keep it at the blue line, but Hazelwood not able to do so. Played back out to center. Bouncing puck. Trying to get settled by Bowden. Barsness couldn't hold on either. Austin St. Clair for Elk River could not get it out front. Tandon Bush behind his own net. He's pressured. Double team comes. Taken away by St. Clair. His pass skipped under the stick of Schmidt and back out to center. And Bowden grabs it with speed. Backhand off the bar and out of play.
Yeah, nice job by Eli. Was able to get steal that puck and able to get a pretty good backhanded shot off.
Well, he's got speed, and speed can be dangerous.
Yes, it
and
can.
I love the backhand. And a lot of guys would take that extra step and try and bring it back to their forehand and may not get a shot off at all.
No.
He got off a good one.
He did. He didn't waste any time with it.
Stockman got a piece of it, and then it got a piece of the iron and up and out of play. Thiessen holds along the near board. Golan back out to Bush at the point. Quick shot. It was in the skates of Thiessen. He's able to recover. His shot hit Golan and went in the corner. Recovered by Anderson. Anderson's pass in the skates of Hansberger, but he's able to recover, carry into the Coon Rapids zone. He's slowed by Bush. Mears plays it around behind. Out front, Hansberger up over the net. Mears a short angle shot. And this time, Wagner is able to make the cover.
Yeah, Cole Mears, the leading scorer for this Elk River team. He's got 13 goals and 17 assists, 6'3".
Braden Hansberger is right behind him. His line mate is assisted on most of those, I'm guessing.
Yep.
He's got 14 assists, just 2 goals. Online it doesn't list position, so I kind of assumed with those kind of numbers he was a defenseman. He is a center.
He is a center. Coach says he's got great hands, great shot. He's working on his speed and his skating.
Icing waved off. Reinhardt will get there long before it got to the line anyway, trying to avoid the pressure from Bowden. Off the glass and out, glove down by Novak. He pokes it back in. It's recovered there by Reinhardt. Reinert's pass in the skates of Rush. Novak turns it around. Bowden into the middle. Hazelwood had it swept away by Reinhardt. Tried to go back out to the point, taken away by Holmes. Holmes plays it around and tries to get past Bresnahan, but Wagner way out near the hash marks to cover it. And he'll take the face-off.
Yeah, Holmes got around the defense, but as again, good job by Wagner realizing that and figured he better come out and cover up on the puck, force that face-off rather than allow Holmes to get to that puck.
Anderson shot from the point, up off over the cage. Poke through the high slot. Golan ties up with Anderson. Loose puck held there by Anderson. Golan plays it across for Thiessen. Thiessen will play it in deep. Stockman will stop it up behind the net for Cooper Anderson. Anderson will sauce pass for Peterson. Peterson ahead, but too far for Babcock. Turned around by Coon Rapids. Thiessen chops it back into the zone. Anderson sweeps it right back out. Indirect pass broken up by Bush, but not able to get it back out of the zone. Golan turns, plays it hard across. Too far for Thiessen. Turned around, but Caden Elfin, he can't get it dumped in past Anderson. Hensberger plays it across. Reinhardt into the zone. Pass out front and a wide open cage for Cole Mears to make it 2-0.
Yeah, it was actually a really pretty pass to get it to Mears as well, and not much Wagner could do on that, as you talked about the cage being wide open. All of a sudden, Elk River up 2-0, putting pressure on Coon Rapids. Elk River, one of the things that Coach Gustafson said, we've got to be able to score goals tonight. And so far in this first period, Joe, they've done a pretty good job at it.
Well, they came on a rush. They had 3 men across at the blue line, and all 3 touched it. Mears just a yawning cage in front of it when it came to him, and he has his 14th of the season. His team has a 2-0 lead, and Elk River again right on the attack, played it out front, and this time Mears had his stick tied up. Played back in deep by Sperling. Novak swings it around. Espinoza trying to chip it out. He's pressured. Had it taken away by Hensberger. Back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt will skate out of his own end. Round the stick check from Novak into the corner. Tried to play out front. The redirect by Sperling went wide. That one deflected off the stick of Kellen Anderson on the far side. Cardinals just play it the length of the ice. It's going to run out of juice, though. Luke Rising able to get there first. Out front, Bowden a shot. Misses high and wide. Kicked behind by Hensberger. He controls to Brady Rush. Up the near board comes Braden Hensberger. Bumped as he enters the zone. He dumps it in deep. Tandon Bush behind the net. Out of the reach of Barsness. Bush jumping up, taking a steal, gets in deep. Had his stick tied up, not able to get a lot on the shot, and Stockman able to hold steady. Holmes between his legs to Reinhardt on the rush. His shot right into the chest of Wagner, and he covers for another faceoff. 3:21 to go here in the first period. Elk River really feeding off the momentum. Coon Rapids, I thought, had the better possessions and the better play through the first couple of minutes. But Elk River scored on a rush, got a little spurt of energy, and then Coon Rapids kind of, again, able to reestablish their own zone presence for a while. And then again, Elk River gets numbers on the rush, able to score in transition and take a 2-0 lead, and again got momentum off of that goal. Here's a shot in. Stockman had trouble with it, still scrambling, now able to cover the rebound, and some pushing and shoving after the whistle out front, but everyone keeping their tempers so far.
Well, good job of Coon Rapids crashing the net. And I mean, Joe, you talked about it, the fact that Elk River, I think the shots are 8-7 or 9-7 now in favor of Coon Rapids, but the 2-goal lead. Coach Gustafson has to feel pretty good. A team that averages 2.5 goals a game, already 2 goals in the first period.
And here they've got another odd man rush with some of their best scorers. Mears a shot off the post. And Wagner able to cover. Kind of took a late shot from Cooper Anderson following up on the rebound, and the Cardinal defensemen have a word with him about it.
A little pushing and shoving.
And Anderson, as a defender, also knows he may have gotten in just a half second late, and he probably would have reacted in the same fashion.
Probably right.
So doesn't look like we'll have any.
Yeah,
We are bringing the
no.
face-off out, so are we going to see a penalty? Or did they knock the net? They knocked the net off.
Yeah.
Okay. So face-off just outside the Coon Rapids zone. Golan can't control. Anderson jumps right back on it. Held at the line by Hensberger. Down low, pass out front. Mears had it in his skates. His shot was blocked up and turned around. Caden Alford with speed on it in the corner. Drops it for Golan out front. Only white jerseys there. Cooper Anderson has a 3-on-2, but the pass just too far for Sperling. It'll turn into an icing instead. And again, Coon Rapids very close to giving up another odd man rush in this first period.
Yeah, they can ill afford to give up another goal, too, at this point. And already down 2-0. Obviously, plenty of hockey left in front of them, but you just don't want to get in that kind of a hole.
Oh, Mears very nearly made it 3 goals. Yep. Has maybe caught Wagner a little bit off his angle and exposed that far side, but could not get it past the post. Klinzing knocks it down to hold the line. Hazelwood to Barsness. Walking in, his shot stopped up by Stockman, swung at. Reinert will able to pitchfork it out to center ice. Bush quickly across. Klinzing trying to dump it in. Reinhardt on it, plays it back out to neutral ice. Bush will send it right back in deep. Cardinals tag up. Behind the net goes Kellen Anderson. Back to Reinhardt. Got under his stick. He bounced it off the boards, but not out of the zone. Reinhardt able to get it to Rush. His pass didn't click with Holmes, and we'll have icing once again with 1:39 to go in the first.
Yeah, Cardinals would love to come away with a goal before the end of this first period if they could. So far, it's been all Elk River for the most part, certainly on the scoreboard, although Cardinals out shooting the Elks 10-7. But they've got the momentum because they're up 2-0.
Elks able to win the draw. Babcock's pass bounced away from Boughton. Cardinals able to regroup. That one knocked down with the eye stick. But that's waved off. Cooper Anderson back in control for the Elks. Played in deep by Boughton. A tie up in the corner. Novak against St. Clair. Elks able to come away with it. Anderson's shot didn't make it through. Boughton jumps on it. That shot didn't make it through either. Boughton back on it. He's ridden off of it in the corner. That clear attempt right to the stick of Cooper Anderson, and his shot right to the chest of Will Wagner. Stretch pass, little too much angle on it, and that'll be icing going the other way. We're under a minute to go in the first.
Coach Frock said we're going to want to try and stretch.
Barsness wins the draw clean to the near boards, but the Elks win the race. Mears across. Pass was in the feet of Anderson. It's underneath Hensberger. He's able to control. Had it kicked away by Barsness. Held there by Anderson. Klinzing trying to gain control. Still bouncing. Able to knock it across the ice to Bowden. He flips it out to center. A good steal by Klinzing behind the defense. He had it swept off his stick by Hensberger. Comes right back to him. He sends it through the crease. Barsness circles back to the boards. And now away from Anderson, but knocked to the ice. Tried to play it out. And now again we have a 3-on-2 developing for Elk River. Sperling out front. Mears drops it. Reinhardt shoots wide. Rebound comes out front. A save by Wagner. Loose again. Hensberger will play it out front, but the buzzer will sound as the Elks were buzzing at the end of the period, threatening to add to their 2-0 lead.
They have to feel pretty good about where they are here after one period of play. And they knew they wanted a big output coming into tonight, and so far Elk River doing a good job of controlling this that first period.
Coon Rapids has had their chances, but not able to cash in. The Elks put it behind Wagner twice and skate to the first period intermission with a 2-goal lead. You're watching Boys High School Hockey on CTN. back at the Cornerstone Automotive Arena at Furniture and Things Community Event Center at Elk River High School for CTN Light production of boys high school hockey. Coon Rapids holding the slight edge in shots, but what matters is Elk River with a pair of goals. A good forecheck by Preston Holmes, forced a turnover and a wraparound goal at 5:17. And then Cole Mears getting his 13th of the season on a rush. And that is the difference in the contest. Coon Rapids getting it into the Elk River end early. Shot by Barsness deflected and ends up wide. Anderson gets it ahead for Sperling. Sperling's pass across. Mears is taken to the boards. Able to get it in deep. Reinhardt will play it back to Sperling at the point. Across. Hensberger down low, stolen by Bush. Long pass to Bowden at center ice. Got it to Barsness on the rush. Taken away by Anderson. Gives it right back. Bowden's shot is stopped. Rebound cleaned up by Anderson.
Oh, great opportunity for the Cardinals there. Bowden right in front.
Bowden a check out front. Barsness a shot. Rebound loose. And still loose, but the ref lost sight of it. It was behind Stockman momentarily. And then he ended up kicking it out in front of him. But a couple of good opportunities on the opening shift for Coon Rapids here in the second period.
I think Coach Rock told his guys, let's go out and pressure. Let's get that first goal here in period number 2 and cut this lead in half. And, certainly it's not for lack of opportunities. They've had 11 shots on net so far in this game.
Golan played it right through the blue paint. A chance on the backhand that went through the legs of Swayman, but ended up going wide. A shot through traffic. Swayman able to hold on for dear life, and he will hold for a faceoff.
Yeah, that whole near side of the net, at least near to us anyway, for Stockman was open. But unfortunately, Coon Rapids couldn't put the puck in the net.
Rush able to get it a hit, head to Holmes, into the zone, knocked away by Bresnahan. Golan's pass hit a skate, deflected up high. Came back to the blue line where Anderson sweeps it ahead. Holmes recovers out of the skates of Golan. Can't slip past Bresnahan. Lost by Novak. He's tied up. Holmes gets it back. Snapshot up in the chest of Will Wagner. And we'll have a face-off to his right. Just about 90 seconds into this second period.
And Holmes, who had one of those 2 goals in the first period, just put it right in the midsection of Will Wagner. Wagner able to easily make sure he held on to that one.
Off the draw, Cardinals trying to break out. Barsness sweeps it ahead to Bowden. They've got a 3-on-1. Barsness to Hazelwood, a shot. Rebound bounces around and then ends up just wide. Recovered and now played off the glass and out to center by Bowden. It swept right back in, and right back the other way comes Kellen Anderson. Anderson to the slot. Cardinals have everybody tied up. Barsness going back the other way. He's pressured. Puck comes free, flipped to center by Babcock. Bowden holds it at his own blue line. Barsness had it tip off his stick into the corner. He gets there first. Spins away from the pressure by Schmidt. But the Elks able to recapture possession. Mears skates to center. Gets around Rising out front, but he's whistled offside as Elks had a guy changing already in the offensive zone. And that prevented an ideal scoring opportunity for Elk River.
Yeah, one that the Cardinals can ill afford to give up.
Puck comes free. Cooper Anderson will chop it in. Bresnahan plays it across, skipped off the stick. An opportunity out front. Hensberger hit the post. Wagner able to cover it up, and some extracurriculars in as Anderson for Coon Rapids tied up with Gavin Sperling.
Yeah, what a great chance, though, hitting the post. And Will Wagner had to make sure that he knew where that puck was because it came right back towards him. And as you mentioned, just a little bit of extracurricular activity in front of the net.
Coon Rapids going to end up
Oh, they get a penalty?
giving up a penalty.
Yeah.
Bresnahan getting the explanation.
Yeah.
Nick Espinoza going to the box. So with a 2-goal lead, Elk River will go on the power play.
Well, this has been a kind of a tough spot for Elk River in terms of being on the power play. They have not been as successful as they like. Coach Gustafson, we're trying to turn that around here tonight if we get an opportunity.
Cardinals able to get it out to center. Elk River gives it right back to him. Bush waits and waits and then sends it all the way down. Stockman nearly got caught up as the pressure was coming from Caden Alphin. Cross ice pass off the mark. Bush plays it right back down to Stockman. Hansberger leaves it for Anderson. Cross ice. Mears trying to get around the corner. Nicely held by Bush. Bush will tie him up in the corner. Mears sweeps it behind for Holmes. Trying to jam it home again. Puck still loose. And finally, Wagner able to reach back and cover it up as it was in the feet of Holmes, who was tied up, fortunately. He scored his goal in the first period on a wraparound, tried to see if he could duplicate the effort here on the power play.
Yeah, pretty good effort to try and do so, but couldn't get it past Wagner.
Anderson pressured, able to get it over to Hensberger. Out front, Holmes waiting. Had Wagner prone, bumped off the puck. Bresnahan lost it. A short angle shot missed up high for Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt had a really good look at it as well.
Hansberger gets it to Anderson, Cooper Anderson. Lost it to Bresnahan, who plays it back down. 30 seconds left in the power play for Elk River. Bresnahan again able to steal at center ice and dump it in deep. Bowden blew a tire deep in the offensive zone. Barsness able to come in and get a steal. Bresnahan plays it across. Novak fires it all the way down. It skips away from Hensberger, right in on Stockman. Penalty to Espinoza is over. Cardinals back to full strength. Hansberger's shot hit Bresnahan. Hansberger leaves it in the corner. Cardinals flip it out to center. Golan behind the defense, able to get there before the icing line. Can't center, gets it right back again. Puck rolling, not able to get a clean pass out. Hansberger will just play it all the way down, and that'll be icing, but the Elks needed a line change. That top power play unit had been out there a while.
Yeah, good job pressuring by the Cardinals here. Now still out shooting Elk River 16-11. Just the issue for Coon Rapids, they've just not been able to find the back of the net so far.
Face-off win by the Cardinals. Bush looking for a tip out front. Bowden was well defended. Bowden holding along the blue line. Barsness chops at it. Elk's able to force it out to neutral ice. Comes free to Reiner. His pass turns Sperling around. Bush in the corner will play it up the boards. Out to center, and that 180% should have been too many men on the ice. I don't even know how you miss that, as that guy just stepped onto the ice and stopped the puck, and there was still someone with a foot on the ice that was climbing over the boards. And if you're the near side official,
you should be able to see that always.
How you miss it is incredulous. Boughton's pass deflected, ends up in the far corner. I mean, it's always a smart play if you're able to see your opponent changing, to just play it towards the front of their bench. Shot through traffic and a goal for Mason Schmitz. And I don't know that Wagner saw that one until the very last second.
Yeah, he was definitely screened, and I don't think he really had any opportunity to be able to make that save. It just came at a weird angle and got by him. So all of a sudden, Elk River up 3-0 now. Now they're above their goals per game.
And Coon Rapids just having a tough time getting going. Thiessen plays it in deep, stopped up by Stockman in a corner. Anderson play it back to the near side. Sperling skates through center. Has it tipped, but stays with it. Gets it to Mears. He's tied up in the corner. Bresnan plays it around, taken away by Anderson out front. Redirected and a save by Wagner.
That was Schmidt's first goal of the year.
Played across. Mears' pass into the corner. Out to the point. The shot by Jasper didn't make it through. Thiessen able to chip it off the glass and out. Jasper stops up behind his own net. Back to the near side for Sperling. Ahead for Cooper Anderson. Can't get around Bresnahan. Golan carries in. His shot is blocked and then poked back out to center by Hayden Jasper while he was on a knee.
So I was just told by my new friend Eric here that was Mason Schmidt's first career goal.
Well, there you go. Played across, out to center. Reinhardt circling away from the pressure. Sauces it across for Paddock. Paddock flips it in. Holmes there with Bush. Anderson helping out as well. Matt Anderson head for Rising, deflected out to center as he's taken into the boards. Reinhardt back in his own end, plays it behind for Kellen Anderson. Long pass didn't click. Cleansing will send it back in. Bounces away from Anderson, right to Reinhardt. He plays it behind Anderson. That one knocked down out into center ice. Cardinals regroup. Cleansing's pass taken away by Anderson. Anderson steps up for Elk River down the right side. Had it poked away by Cleansing. Backhanded out to center for Caden Elfin. Elfin flips it in. Stockman flips it off the referee. The pass out to the front, tipped away by Holmes. Holmes recovers. Had it knocked away by Bowden. Bowden can't get around Reinhardt. Reinhardt coughs it up to Thiessen. Centering attempt. Didn't make it out front. Stopped up by Kellen Anderson. Bresnahan has it poked away. Holmes has room down the left wing. Takes the shot, the save, and the hold as Zach Novak able to knock him off his feet. They both slide into the end board. But the most important part, Will Wagner ends up with the puck. Midway through, a little more than midway through second period.
Yeah, the Cardinals still out shooting the Elks 17-13. They just
well, Stockman's been good. Here's another stretch pass. This one a little too much on it, and Golan, even with his speed, not able to catch up before the line.
Yeah, the Cardinals definitely have some opportunities here in this game. As you're right, Stockman's played well. And, Coach Gustafson said it starts with our goaltending for us. We feel we have two solid goaltenders, and we hope to build around them.
Hazelwood's pass was off the skates of St. Clair. He's able to hold the line momentarily. Golan able to get it out to center. Hazelwood pokes it ahead. Barsness can't reach it in front of Anderson. Golan holds, plays it right in on Stockman. He's just going to cover up with red jerseys looking for a loose puck. They need a bounce there. They've shuffled the lines again inside of this contest to try and generate some more opportunities.
Oh, when you lose two of your good players, two of your scorers, it's difficult. And I think Coach Frock is just trying to experiment which lines will be best for us.
That shot didn't get through. Good collect at center ice by Cleansing. Bowden. Pass was in the skates of Thiessen. Hansberger able to poke it to himself into the zone. Top shelf, 4-0. That was a pretty shot.
That was a pretty shot.
And now Elk River on the verge of a blowout.
Well, you talk about a team that, that has had trouble scoring. They've not had trouble scoring here this evening.
Well, and again, it started kind of innocently with Hansberger just poking it to himself off the boards, but he used his speed to get in on an open look, and then the danger of the VH for the goaltender. It leaves that short side top shelf open. Mears felt like he was held as he went through the zone. Here's Thiessen down the other way, a save by Stockman.
Yeah, Stockman able to get a pad on it.
Hansberger into the middle. Anderson, a backhand, saved by Wagner, and he holds on. And now he and the draw an opportunity for Reinert. Anderson can't clear. Rush trying to work his way out front. Comes loose to Rising. Rising's pass hit Reinert and deflects down. Stockman will play it. Off the near boards. Swept at by Espinoza. Ends up in the far corner. Gets it back from Anderson. A quick shot that misses wide. Bresnahan fires. That is well wide into the corner. Bordner holds on the far side. Espinoza pinned to the boards by Reinert trying to poke it free. Comes loose. Anderson directs it toward the net, but wide. Reinert will recover for Elk River and flip it out to center under the glove of Bresnahan. Holmes jumps on the loose puck and backhands it over the net. Reinhardt will just fire it back in. Elks get a line change. Tag up at the line. That pass deflected ahead by Espinoza. Turned over, though, to the Elks. Peterson will send it in deep. Bresnahan circles away from Holmes, stops up behind his own net. Bordner ahead, Rising deflects to center. Espinoza couldn't get it away from Babcock, and the Elks back in. That shot blocked by Bordner, a backhander well wide by Peterson. Hazelwood gains the zone, a shot. Stockman stick save to the near board. Alphin trying to hold along the board and does. Elks have numbers but can't get the clear again. Here's Bowden. Eli Bowden's shot deflected and up over the net. Hazelwood back out to the point. Cleansing his shot. Stick save Stockman. Bowden recovers, plays it toward the net, and Stockman's seen enough. He's fine getting some fresh bodies on the ice and a drop to his right.
Again, Cardinals continue to get shots on goal, but Stockman's been there for the save and makes smart decisions when he needs to.
Elks again able to win the draw. Schmidt will carry up the near board. Gets the red line, dumps it in deep. Gavin Sperling, first one there behind the net. Tried to go across. That pass was in the skates of Mears. Recovered by Thiessen. Ahead to Barsness into the zone. Barsness works his way out front and then tipped away by Cooper Anderson. Mears and Barsness tie up. Anderson comes away with the puck. He lost the handle. Novak poking it free. Sperling back across in the skates of Novak. Novak pressured by Mears, able to sweep it out to center, and now gets it to Thiessen. Thiessen down the wing. His snapshot into the right-handed glove of Stockman.
Stockman just makes sure he grabs onto that puck and forces the face-off. And granted, it was would have gone wide if he let it go, but smart decision.
Left-handed, goofy-handed goaltender always throws me off. Bordner plays it back in deep. Swept along by Kellen Anderson. Reinert's pass in the skates of Rush. Cardinals recover. Up the near board for Hazelwood. Hazelwood to Alphen. 2 defenders there, able to knock him off the puck. Holmes avoids a hit, gets it in, poked right back out by Bresnahan. Bordner pinned to the boards by Reinhardt. Bresnahan, long pass for Hazelwood. Kind of handcuffed him a little bit. Recovered by Kellen Anderson for Elk River. His pass deflected. Knocked down by Bowden. Played back out to center by Reinhardt. Nolan Hazelwood fanned on it. Now got it back to Bresnahan. Across to Klinzing. Bowden in traffic. He's bumped there by Reinhardt. Puck comes free. Bresnahan jumps on it. Rowan Bresnahan trying to split a couple of defenders. Not able to get through with the puck. Boughton down the right wing. Kind of lost the handle, just sent it in deep. St. Clair able to get it right back from Zach Novak. Klinzing trying to get it to the boards. That's slowed. Boughton gets it back. He's able to step around, poked at by Wagner, and I'm not sure what the whistle was for.
Well, certainly not for the net coming off.
Boughton a shot blocker save, rebound chance, and Wagner another save on Austin St. Clair in close.
Well, yeah, Wagner knows he can't afford to give up another goal here in this situation. He knows his squad with 2:04 remaining in the second period would love to get a tally before the break, but
well, they almost need.
They have to.
They really can't go into the third period down 4. 3-on-2 at the blue line. Barsness lost the handle a bit, then swept away by Anderson. Golan out front, just out of the reach of Thiessen. Back the other way comes Sperling. Sperling trying to get around Novak. Short angle shot, padded away by Wagner. Back out to the point. Little give and go, and it slipped away from Hansberger. Cardinals able to get it back out to center. Barsness will chip it in. Stockman. I like the way he handles the puck. He comes out of his net a lot to handle the puck, and I like it.
Yep.
Bresnahan steps up, takes it away from Anderson, forces it in deep. Centering pass was on the backhand of Anderson, and he couldn't control. Elks will slow down and now move it forward. Sperling into the zone. Stick save by Stockman. Bordner spins it out to center, stopped up by Anderson. Poked away, but right to Reinhardt. Reinhardt weaving through it. Poked off his stick. Roosh a shot. That was saved, and the rebound trickles wide as the Elks continue to bring pressure. Under a minute to go. Stockman will sweep it behind his own net. Kellen Anderson will reverse to avoid the pressure. Pass knocked down by Barsness at center. Across for Klinzing up the wing. Klinzing had it tipped free by Reinert. He leaves it in the corner. But first one there is Eli Bowden. Back to Barsness. Steps up. Centering. Bowden couldn't handle the pass. Novak fanned on it as well. Elks had a golden opportunity, but they couldn't handle the bouncing puck. Cardinals on the turnaround again. Eli Bowden enters. His pass broken up. Now a chance on the shot, but the save and hold by Stockman with 3 seconds remaining here in period number 2.
Yeah, again, the Cardinals just trying to see what they could do about closing a goal out here before the end of this period. Elk River doing a good job was closing the gap with shots on goal. 23-20 in favor of Coon Rapids, but the Cardinals have a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Quick shot off the draw, but deflects wide, and the buzzer sounds. And the Elks with a pair of goals in the first, a pair more here in the middle period, and they have a commanding 4-0 lead as we go to the second intermission. We'll have the third after this. You're watching CTN Light production of boys high school hockey. Back at Elk River, the Cornerstone Automotive Arena. The Elk River Elks a 4-0 lead over the Coon Rapids Cardinals as we're set to drop the puck on period number 3. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action for this CTN Light production. Elks able to get it in deep right away, trying to establish something on the forecheck. Cardinals able to thwart it at least momentarily. Bouncing puck controlled by Mears. Mears has some time. Looks out front, all alone, and that one just trickled wide. A chance for Mears and a glove save by Will Wagner.
Boy, it was that close of being 5-0 Elk River.
Mears had way too much time to decide what to do on the near boards, and then he finds Hansberger alone in the slot, and he had way too much time. He made a nice move, slid it through the legs of Wagner, but it just went wide, and then Mears had another chance, and Wagner is able to come up with the save.
Well, Coon Rapids definitely has their work cut out for them here in period number 3, trailing by 4, and if they want to get back into this thing, they're going to have to try and get a tally early here.
Anderson slowed by Hazelwood. Puck pops loose to Reinhardt. He sweeps it back in deep. Bresnahan beaten to the puck by Mears. Hazelwood able to disrupt but not get it out. Hansberger to Mears. A shot, a blocker save by Wagner. That pass deflected by Hansberger. Bouncing puck controlled by Rowan Bresnahan. Chips it off the board around Reinhardt, and he's able to get there in the corner. Avoids the pressure from Mears. Hansberg sweeps it away from him. Sperling tried to center, and then a little weak backhander by Bresnahan, easily handled by Sammy Stockman.
Right into the glove of Stockman, who's had a nice contest so far, stopping all 24 shots he has seen.
Well, the Cardinals, while they've had plenty, have not had a lot of great scoring chances. Had a couple, but a lot of routine saves in those 24 for Sam Stockman. Elks with speed through center. Holmes stops up. Shot turned away. Roosh tried to play it out front and ended up deflecting back into the corner. Poked out to center by Matt Anderson. Gives chase. Swept back out to neutral ice. Cardinals would be offside, so have to tag up. And here comes Mason Schmidt. Schmidt into the zone, but tipped away from him. He tracks it down, sweeps it back in the corner. Barsness flips it ahead. Golan's pass stopped up. Now gets it to Barsness. Barsness into the zone out front. Pass was behind Thiessen in his skates. Played across. Boughton passes back out to center. Cardinals regroup. Barsness, his pass hit a skate. Deflects to Novak. Novak will send it in deep. Elks only one's there in the far corner. Babcock leaves it for Schmidt, who flips it out to center. Babcock across for Boughton. Boughton trying to get around Novak, but can't. Alphen got it headed towards center. Now Thiessen able to get into the zone and dump it in before getting hit by Anderson. Alphen plays it in deep, swept along by Anderson. Babcock gets it to Hansberger. Hansberger Can't get past Bush. Slows on the board. Sends it in and around. Poked up to the hash marks. Hazelwood able to chip it up and out. Hansberger drops it down. In off the stick of Jasper. Right back out for Tandon Bush. Luke Rising deflects it in. Anderson gets there first. Gets it to Sperling on the right board. Off the boards for Hansberger. Cross. Mears take it off the board. He gets it underneath Wagner and again just misses wide. Mears getting to the loose puck again. Bush troubles him. Alphen will send it around and out. Slowed by Kellen Anderson. His pass taken away by Nick Espinoza and a wrist shot into the glove of Sam Stockman.
And Stockman just making sure he just gloved that one. Espinoza was the only Cardinal in the zone.
Held at the line by Bresnahan. Reinhardt will try and carry out. Gets it to Reinert. Reinert ahead to Holmes, who gets it into the zone. A shot, a save, and a hold by Will Wagner.
Yeah, that shot pretty much into the right into Will Wagner, and smartly make sure he hangs on to that because there were a couple of white jerseys right there in front of him. If that got away from him, they were going to have an opportunity to try and poke it home.
Shot from the point by Anderson, deflected wide. Bowden plays it across ice. Barsness had to wait for it. Deflected into the zone by Thiessen. He pressures Anderson in the corner. Reinert there to help out. Puck comes free to Roosh. Roosh gets it to Reinert. Hands off to Holmes. Holmes had it tipped off his stick as he tried to enter the zone. And now just dumped in deep by Brady Roosh. Barsness gets around one man, gains speed, cross ice. That one deflected right to the target, Thiessen. A shot saved by Stockman. Bowden can't control. This one sent all the way down by Holmes. That'll be icing. And a face-off back in the Elk River end with exactly 12 minutes to play in the third period.
We'll see if the Cardinals now with the face-off down in the Elks end can put a little pressure in on Stockman. Again, he's played well. He hasn't had a lot of tough saves, but he's had a lot of saves, 26 so far on the night.
Well, we talked about it early on. Neither goaltender had a shutout. Stockman trying to hang a zero for the first time this season. Wagner's chance of that dissipated about 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the contest.
It certainly did.
Bush holds, dumps it into the far corner. Caden Alphen behind. Golan centers a backhand up over the net for Anderson. Anderson battles with Mears along the near board. Alphen holds. Anderson got it to the slot, but tied up as he tried to shoot. That pass through the skates of Hansberger, right in on Mears. Sliding out to save it was Wagner, and Mears went crashing over him. Fortunately, both are right back up and into the play.
Yeah, that's a dangerous man to allow in front of your net by himself, too. Wagner coming out and being aggressive.
Nate Klinzing leading the rush. Swept off his stick by Anderson. Plays it to the slot. It's kicked away by Kellen Anderson. Played out to center. Stopped up there by Caden Alphen. He dumps it right back in on Stockman. Cooper Anderson. Across. Hansberger into the middle. Babcock couldn't hold it. Cardinals turn it around. Anderson waits, looks, has time. Cross ice. Babcock spins to the boards, collects, and now 3-on-2 as they enter the line. He's slowed by Bresnahan, gets it in deep. Dylan Peterson trying to play it out to the point. It's taken away by the Cardinals. Bresnahan with speed through center, stood up there by Reinhardt. Stays on the forecheck, throws a big check of his own. Trying to center out to the point. Novak is shot. That hit traffic and went to the corner. Scooped up by Kellen Anderson. He'll skate down the left wing. Bumped as he enters by Novak. Klinzing pokes it free. Novak gets it to Hazelwood. His pass in the skates of Rising and ends up all the way down for an icing. Less than 10 minutes to go.
Again, the Elks defensively doing a good job of keeping limited what the Cardinals were doing when they're in their zone. Cardinals with 28 shots on goal. The Elks with 24. But the all-important number is that 4-0 score on the board in favor of Elk River.
Alpha to Bowden at center. Hands off to Barsness with speed. Swept off his stick by Reinhardt. And that forces the offside.
Yeah, not much they could do about the offside when he was able to get that puck
I've
taken
been
off
really
his stick.
impressed by Cooper Anderson all game.
Yeah,
he's
played
been
well.
all over, smart plays with the puck. Oh, it was Reinhardt that swept it off his stick, though.
Reinhardt did, yes, correct.
I've been impressed with him as well.
He has played well. Elk River's played well tonight.
Pass across out of the reach of Bush. Plays it down deep. Barsness couldn't control. Alphin in the far corner. Back behind for Barsness. Looked to center, but it hopped over his stick. Bowden recollects. He's troubled there by Reinhardt. Tied up in the corner. Reinhardt tried to chip it up and out. Bush holds. Plays it in, and there's another save for Sam Stockman that I could have made.
I'm sure you could have.
Yeah, there was no traffic in front. He saw it all the way. And,
yep. And he just brought it in.
And he's been conservative, smart with the puck.
Absolutely. That's
like
what I said.
the way he comes out and plays the puck a lot.
I agree.
Jasper swings it around and out. Bresnahan turns around for the Cardinals. Dumped in deep by Stahlberger, but right on Stockman, and he'll cover for another faceoff.
Yeah, part of being conservative, he could have dished the puck off, but decided to make sure there was a Cardinal there, make sure that he covered up the puck and forced that faceoff.
Clean faceoff win for the Cardinals, but a shot by Novak blocked by Mears. Mears gets on it in the zone, pressured by Bresnahan. Out front, Hansberger can't get past Wagner. Behind for Mears, centering pass, broken up by Stahlberger. He flips it up and out, and that's going to end up being icing, but Cardinals will take it after another scary opportunity for Elk River.
Yeah, they've had them. Give the opportunity for both teams to get some fresh skaters on the ice.
Well, and you see how dangerous their two top scorers, Cole Mears and Braden Hansberger, can be. Paired up on that top line, they trying to set each other up to really put a nail in the coffin.
Coach Gustafson said our top guys have to produce, and they have so far tonight.
There's a good stick check by Cooper Anderson. Stops Golan at center ice. Elks get it back in deep, get back on the forecheck. Cardinals get it back out to center, turned right back in by Hayden Jasper. Bresnahan steps away from Babcock. Boughton able to knock it free. Boughton comes away with it for Elk River, trying to walk in. Poked away from him by Wagner. Hazelwood gets it up the boards for Golan, ahead for Bresnahan. He skates to center with Thiessen. Thiessen into the zone and
offside. Nope.
And in just a little bit too early. Oh, we've got an Elk River penalty.
No, we do have a penalty, yeah.
So first power play of the game for Coon Rapids. It's been a really clean contest.
It really has.
Just one penalty called to this point, and that was against Coon Rapids. Elbow called against Jace Boughton.
Well, an opportunity for the Cardinals to see what they can do on their first power play opportunity of the evening.
Barsness' pass deflected. He's not able to hold the line. I didn't think it got all the way out, but
I didn't either. But
he was close. He was closer, and his opinion matters much more than ours.
Yeah, we had a pretty good view of it. We're just standing right over.
Oh, I love this arena.
Yeah,
if we haven't talked about it since we started, what a beautiful facility
it is
here at the Cornerstone Automotive Arena. Reinhardt able to break it out of the zone for Elk River. Cardinals regroup. Barsness down the wing will circle back across for Bresnahan. And his pass deflected right back out. Thiessen Protects, waits, troubled, able to shake Holmes and get into the zone. His shot misses wide. Barsness holds at the line. Bowden, backdoor, hopped over the stick of Trenton Thiessen. Behind the net, centered. Quick backhand by Bowden, but right into Stockman, who was in perfect position.
Yeah, did a nice job of just keeping his pads together and keeping that puck right underneath him. Got past the stick, but didn't get past the pads.
Another good face-off win. Thiessen across to Bresnahan, now back. Thiessen waits. Cross for Barsness, now Bresnahan. His shot may have been going up and over, but it's gloved by Stockman for another face-off. 54 seconds left on the power play.
I think that, that's kind of what you were referring to when you were talking about him being conservative is, he's choosing to glove it instead of let it go by.
Off the draw, Cooper Anderson skates it to the Coon Rapids head, bumped off it by Bresnahan. And the zone entries on the power play so far here for Coon Rapids have been not pretty. And Here's another one that they just can't enter the zone and be able to set anything up. Down to the final 25 seconds. Barsness able to weave his way in. His shot is blocked. Rebound handled by Hansberger and played all the way down. And that'll pretty much kill off the penalty to Jace Boughton.
Well, their penalty kill unit's been in the high 80s here so far this season for Elk River, so pretty good opportunity there to keep that streak going.
This one poked free by Cooper Anderson. Anderson in deep. The penalty is over. We're back to full strength. Anderson waiting for help, and Cardinals back the other way. 3-on-2. That shot misses wide, rings around. Barsness plays it across. That shot saved by Stockman. Tried to spring Holmes behind the defense, but is stopped up by Barsness. Here's Anderson. Carries in. He'll take the shot up over the net. Oh, where is it?
How'd that not
There's
go
the
in?
whistle. Yeah, I thought for sure that was going to bounce off the back of Wagner and into the net, but somehow it bounced back past Wagner, who was backing up. Those ones can be dangerous if it's got enough on it to bounce back over the cage. Close in shot for Hansberger. Stopped up. Played back behind. Sperling plays it in deep. Mears back up the board for Hansberger. Tried to dump it in. That was stopped up by Bush. Hazelwood skates to center. Hands off. Goal in his shot. Stick to the corner by Stockman. Bush holds. Rising his shot that doesn't get through. Anderson's pass taken away. Hansberger able to win it right back out to center. Braden Hansberger dumps it in, gives chase. Sperling tied up in the corner with Nolan Hazelwood. Bouncing puck controlled by Sperling. A chance for Mears on the rebound, but Bush doing a nice job of taking his stick away. Comes free to Hansberger. His shot deflected up and over. 4:20 left in the third. Hazelwood plays the body well on Hansberger, but it's poked free by Sperling, who recovers. Sperling dumps it back in. Hansberger is there. Trying to go to the slot. It was blocked between his legs to poke it back in. Sperling to Reinhardt. His shot off the side of the net. Sperling sweeps it back. Elk River getting a full line change during this offensive possession. That shot sticked away by Wagner. Bush backhands it finally out of the zone, but knocked down, and right back come the Elk River Elks. St. Clair bumped off it. Swung around, but not out. Babcock holds it in. St. Clair back into the corner. Bush plays it out to center. It bounces away from Jasper. Anderson trying to settle And does. Gets it for Jasper, who's got room to skate. Jasper into the zone. Cut off by Novak. He dumps it in deep. Babcock, first one there. Thiessen gets it to Rowan Bresnahan. Bresnahan through center. Lost it in the skates. Espinoza. Babcock forcing the issue, coming free with the puck. He'll take his shot, sticked into the corner by Wagner. Cardinals get it to the line and out. Jasper able to poke the bouncing puck right back in. Bresnahan across for Spa. Spa stood up, but it was Cooper Anderson that went to the ice. And the Cardinals in the late stages going a little deeper into their bench. Anderson sweeps it to Roosh. And the Elks able to get back out to center. Again, Holmes shot up over the cage.
Cardinals would just love to keep that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Shot deflected up and out of play with 2:13 to go in the contest.
It's been a tough one for Coon Rapids. They've been able to get the puck on net. They just haven't been able to do anything on the scoring column. But give credit to Elk River. They've really outplayed them.
Blast from the point by Reinhardt. Glove by Wagner. We'll try again.
We're back here with Alex here. Alex, how did tonight go so far? How much money did you raise? $160. You raised $160.
Back out to the line, and Elk River doing a nice job working in the offensive zone here in these last couple of minutes. And it's all they need to do, really, is keep the Cardinals bottled up. That pass gets through to Tyson, tried to go high short side, but missed up over the cage. Cleansing sends it back in deep. Stockman cuts it off, swings it back around. Cleansing holds again. Kellen Anderson will skate to center for the Elks. Has it tipped away by Hazelwood. He recollects, gets it to Thiessen. Thiessen bumped off it at center by Paddock. Cardinals regroup just inside their own zone. Tandon Bush looking for some room. Ran into Golan a little bit and dumps it in. Stockman leaves it behind. Reinhardt. And a cross-ice pass from Heikkinen that didn't connect. Bowden gets it down low, gets it right back. Had trouble settling. Throws it back to the cage, and Stockman was ready. Glove down by Dylan Bushy and played back in deep. Played to the center, cleared. Bresnahan through traffic. Stockman another big save. Elks are just gassed.
They are.
They were doing everything they could just to win possession so they could play at the length and get some fresh legs on the ice.
Yeah, and they had to ice that one to get those fresh eggs. Just the legs on the ice. Just 34 seconds remaining.
Bowden able to chip it up and out. Bush tracks it down just inside his own zone. Gets it to Eli Bowden. Bowden, pretty spin move. But the Cardinals have looked like an unhinged door through the neutral zone
really
all night long.
You're correct. That's a good way. That's a good way to
just
point
out
it
of sorts, running into each other, taking away each other's space. And they clearly have, throughout this third period, lost a little bit more of the fire and gas that they had earlier on, feeling maybe a little bit defeated.
Yeah, I think so. Down 4-0 coming to that third period. It was difficult for them to get anything going offensively. And, I'm sure it's disappointing for Coach Fra and his staff and the guys not to score here tonight, get shut out. But, again, this is plenty of season left, the opportunity for them to continue on and learn from this.
Yeah, first shutout win for Sam Stockman. 4 goals from 4 different players for the Elk River Elks, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. And then they just held tight in the third for the 4-0 win. And that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Light. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.